Good day, everybody, and thank you for inviting me into your lives, even for a few moments. If you have turned on this video, the thought of traveling is something that appeals to you, and in most cases you have probably taken the opportunity to explore somewhere in the past. What I would like to do is spend a couple of moments giving you ideas of things to look for if you are considering group travel. Now, very quickly, who am I? Well, my name is Jerry McPherson, and I live in Eastern Canada, Halifax, Nova Scotia to be precise. I am a tour guide, a tour director, a tour operator, and I'm a storyteller. I've been in the tour and travel industry for 20 years, most of that time involved with group and motor coach travel. I would like to share some of the questions pertaining to group travel that I have been asked over the years. For example, what is it? What is group travel? Group travel, or group tours in most cases, are designed by professional tour operators as guided tours and often leave little unplanned, designing tours based on the popular highlights or attractions of a region. A tour operator takes care of all the planning and the traveling logistics, including where to go, where to stay, what to see, and quite often where to eat. If a traveler feels overwhelmed or intimidated in making arrangements on their own, a guided tour is the best bet, as it removes all the stress of planning. And as an added bonus, an experienced tour operator can handle unexpected changes or situations in an itinerary professionally, and often provide satisfactory alternate arrangements which will not compromise the rest of your trip. What are some of the other benefits of organized group travel? Well, organized tours are great for those who don't have time or the interest in planning every detail of a trip. Signing up for an organized tour is an excellent way to meet and travel with people of similar interest, which is a great benefit for single travelers. Organized tours are also convenient for older travelers who might have mobility problems. A tour company takes on every detail, including the transportation, lodging, food, and sightseeing. And organized tours can lead to a richer experiencing by connecting your group with knowledgeable guides and local experts, which can be harder to do if you're trying to organize this on your own. One of the comments I used to hear quite often was, "Don't you have to be really old to be on a motor coach tour?" Well, for years the perception was that was a place you sent your great-grandmother with a bunch of other really old people, and they went away for a couple of weeks. Well, that could not be further from the truth. The clientele I've been fortunate enough to travel with the past number of years have been very young at heart, vibrant, full of energy to a certain extent, and still wanting to experience life. The number of years in the passport might be getting up there just a little, but in most cases the childlike wonderment in their eyes was that of a young person. The last couple of years, the average age of those partaking in group travel has actually dropped. It's a great way for a traveler to get to know the feel of a new region or a foreign country. The best way I've found to describe a group tour is to say it's like sampling wine at a wine tasting event. You can taste a little, but you can't drink the entire bottle. A group tour is much the same way. You'll be able to sample an area, and if you wish to experience more, go back with the basic knowledge of what you are seeing. Now, what type of guided tours are available at most major destinations? Well, depending on the destination, there are often a number of guided tour styles to choose from that can accommodate almost any traveler's preferences or tastes. There is the cram everything you can into a day tour, and these are the ones that have you up very early in the morning, on the coach all day long, going from one stop to another, and then back in your hotel late that night. Now, these are fine if you have limited vacation time and want to take in as much as you can, but they can be tiring. There is the quality over quantity tours, and these tend to limit the number of hours on a coach in any given day, and quite often have 2-night stays on the itinerary. Now, these tours would be designed more for the experienced traveler who enjoy and appreciate the time to take in everything they are seeing. Tours can be found for those with ample time, leisurely paced tours which offer plenty of free time for you to go out and explore on your own. Tour groups which cater to any interests can be found, whether aimed at specific age groups, adventure seekers, singles, couples, whatever. They're out there. Go looking for them. And in between the guided group and independent travel is the customized or private tours. Now, a private tour can be tailored based on tastes and can cater to an individual's interests, allowing the traveler to decide where they would like to go and what they would like to see, with all the arrangements made by the tour operator and tour guides. Custom tours can often be arranged through most tour operators. What should I do before choosing a tour company and an itinerary? Well, choose an area of the world that interests you and research the destination before choosing the tour company and the itinerary. Narrow down your options by factoring the tour dates and your budget. Have an idea of what popular spots and attractions are in the area and the possible costs. Refer to a map for an idea of the distances you'll have to travel. This will give you a picture of how much time you'll be spending on the road. And do this as if you're considering doing the trip yourself. When checking the popular spots and attractions, determine if these interest you. It'll be easier to choose an itinerary that is more pleasing to your likes. Look closely at the trip you're interested in to make sure it matches your traveling style. Make sure the level of physical activity matches your ability. Find out which activities are included and which are optionals. And if you choose not to partake in some optionals, this will give you time for some independent exploration. The tour should provide you with an experience you could not get on your own, such as insight from local experts or access to places not available to the general public. Look up the hotel ratings in guidebooks or on the internet to find out if they're centrally located. This will make it easier for you to get out on your own when you're not on scheduled tours with the group. Now, what should you look for in a tour company? Once you've found a trip that you're interested in, make sure the tour company has sufficient expertise and experience. Now, here are a few questions you can feel free to ask before you sign up for the trip. How long has the company been in business? What experience does the trip leader or tour director have? What is his or her experience in the region you'll be traveling? Will there be a lot of walking or hiking during the tour? If you are taking a special interest tour, such as a tour focusing on art, photography, food, or the outdoors, is the trip leader an expert in the field, or does the company have connections with local experts? What exactly is included in the cost? Meals, optionals, airport transfers, tips can sometimes cost extra. Find out the maximum number of people allowed in the group. That way you can avoid tours with large numbers if you prefer something smaller. Can the company provide you with a list of hotels you'll be staying, their locations, and contact information? Are there any customs or traditions you should be aware of in the region you are planning to visit? Can the company provide references from previous clients? What is the cancellation and refund policy? Pretty basic questions, but very important for the beginning of a trip. Now, here's a little tip for you to remember. If you have any allergies or health concerns, disabilities, or diet requirements, communicate this with the tour company so that they can prepare to make your trip a more enjoyable experience. Well, I hope in the past few moments I've been able to give you a little bit of information to help you pick your next tour. Remember, group travel can be a lot of fun and life-enhancing. Now, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned I'm in my 20th year in the tour and travel business. I've been fortunate enough to see most of our amazing planet through the eyes of travelers from all over the world. And I found it does not matter how many times I have done the same tour. I'm still filled with joy and satisfaction whenever I hear from a past traveler, and they tell me our trip is still one of their fondest memories. A little bit of research and asking the right questions will ensure you will choose the right trip for you and create a memory of a lifetime. Now, don't forget to check back. I'm going to be offering other tidbits to enhance your travel experience. So until next time, this is Jerry wishing you safe travels.